Hello, and welcome to Life in the Mind, a neurodivergent podcast for neurodivergent people. I'm Murray Spear.
And I'm Joy Amy Wigman.
And today is a continuation of Life in the Mind of Ma.
Hello, Ma.
University Equag.
Hi.
Today is our topic, the topic half of our discussion with Ma. What is the topic?
So today we thought we would talk about neurodivergence and parenting. I am a neurodivergent parent, and so is Ma. Murray isn't. And something that I have found is that it seems quite tricky to find services that help neurodivergent parents. They all seem to be geared towards helping parents of neurodivergent children. So we thought it would be great to talk to Ma about this as well. I think this is probably just an excuse for me to get a load of stuff off my chest.
It's just a venting session.
And swap some tips.
Yeah. So my little one is 19 months old. I don't know how old your kids are.
I've got two daughters. They're 5 and 7.
5 and 7. Wow. That's a really nice age gap. That's sort of the age gap between me and my brother. And
it was definitely before I changed my mind.
Yeah.
Before you get enough evidence to the contrary.
Because I've got 3 stepkids as well, but they're all like a lot older. So my stepson is the youngest and he's 17. So Evie's nearest sibling in age is, 16 years older than she is.
That might be the ideal age gap.
Yeah, I mean, it is quite good. I mean, it does mean that you can kind of go, hey, I just need to go to the bathroom by myself, just for like 2 minutes apiece. Are you all right? Can you watch the baby? Good.
I definitely couldn't have done that with a newborn and a 2-year-old.
Oh, no. Oh, gosh.
So you've changed your mind about the nice age gap, haven't you?
Yeah. I'm thinking about that now. That is kind of crazy.
Now they're 5 and 7. It's quite a nice.
Yeah, those are nice.
You've always got a friend.
Yeah.
Or someone that's kind of around their own age.
Yeah, I think that is really nice.
Yeah.
And something that Evie will hopefully not miss out on, because I've got friends who have got kids who are sort of the same age and a little bit older, so that's kind of working in her favour, whereas she doesn't have the siblings that are quite so close.
Mm.
I guess my thing that I would love to talk to other neurodivergent parents about is, well, one of the things is about things like sensory overload as a parent.
Yeah, so I only really discovered noise cancelling headphones with my second child, and I really wish I'd had them for the first. So I kind of realised I was autistic in about 2017, and that's when I was my kids were born 2016 and 2018.
Right, okay, yeah.
So I was really starting to understand that stuff a lot more in between. Yeah. But that was a real game changer, being able to use noise cancelling headphones. So when, instead of feeling overwhelmed when my child is crying, I can manage my own sensory input. So I can manage my emotions, and then I can give more of my attention to meeting their emotional needs.
That's a really nice way to look at it, because like I struggle with the guilt. I feel like I should have to listen to my child cry.
I mean, I can still hear the crying. No noise cancelling headphones are that effective.
No, definitely not this week. My daughter has developed the scream, the toddler scream this week. Yeah, that is a lovely way, and that is completely right, that by using those, it's not that you are drowning out the sound of your kid being upset, is that it's enabling you to be there for them and look after them properly and see to their needs. And I think we've got there's a lot of sort of generational shame over this. Like, you have to do things the hard way.
No shortcuts.
Yeah, no shortcuts. If you're not doing it the hard way, you're not doing it right.
You shouldn't look after yourself.
Yeah, don't look after yourself.
You're not the impetus. The focus has to be on the child.
Yeah, you're last on the list. Yeah. But actually, my husband is often saying, put your own gas mask on first.
Mm.
Which is the advice they give on the planes. But if you've got a child, put yours on first, then you can, you know, look after your child.
Mm.
Yeah, I think so much of their learning to manage their emotions comes from us being able to kind of hold their emotions. That it's essential. There's no, it can't be us or them.
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
gotta
It's
be
all
both.
tied up together. Your emotional well-being is so
And
connected.
they learn so much from mimicking and what you're doing, your behaviours, that in you regulating your emotions.
Yeah, you
and stuff
can't
as
say,
well.
please look after yourself well, you are precious, if you're not modelling that.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, and it sets up a dynamic that then it's just going to come, there's some kind of problem. It's going to come out. So it's some issue, a misunderstanding or disconnect between, like you say, actions and words. Because actions do speak louder than words.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
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 It's an interesting one, isn't it? The kind of sensory overload, and I know that it is worse if I'm out and about with my toddler. So if I'm at home, I can at least feel like I can let go enough to deal with it. So if I need to cry, because that helps me deal with what's happening, I'll cry because it means that I can carry on. I'm releasing that energy, that tension, and I feel better for it.
Yeah.
But I would never do that in public because I'd feel that shame of A, crying in public, B, it looks like my child has made me cry, which she hasn't made me cry. It's all of the stimulus clumped up together.
And there's a lot of potential judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when you're at home you can manage the environment more, can't you? And there just tends to be less going on.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I found that it's difficult. I think as a neurodivergent parent, being thrown into a lot of social situations you didn't choose is kind of part and parcel of the,
the
situation.
Like,
like, well, you've chosen the broader situation, but you maybe haven't chosen to go to a soft play party with 20 children.
Yeah.
So there's like the sensory side of that, but there's like the social side of that, like socializing with other parents, school gate conversations.
Yeah.
Kind of learning to navigate those has been it's an ongoing process kind of thing, I think.
A continuing journey of social situations that I don't necessarily want to be in, but I will be in because I love my daughter and she wants to do the thing.
Yeah, and there's really nice aspects of it. I mean, like any autistic person, I love info dumping and sharing about a common ground, right? And you always have common ground in terms of your both parents, whoever you're talking to, you're both parents. But yeah, it's definitely spoons.
Yeah.
Lots of situations you wouldn't necessarily choose yourself that you're being pushed into or kind of brought into because of the child.
Which can be a struggle and an opportunity.
Yeah.
You
That
get
makes
to
a lot
lots
of
of
sense.
like I've made friends because of my daughter, and I sometimes find it hard to make friends, not because I can't talk to people, but it's the opposite. I completely info dump, and I'm a constant oversharer. And all my life I've been like, I'm an open book so that people feel more comfortable talking to me if they're going through the same thing. But actually I'm discovering that I am a big wall of blah! And that makes it hard to make friends. But if those other people are seeing me week after week at toddler group, they're learning more about me and understanding who I am, and I'm starting to actually make new friends, which is very hard to do as an adult.
And you get to do things you wouldn't have tried otherwise.
Yeah.
I guess, like, I feel like I'm constantly having to put myself out of my comfort zone because I'm a parent, which I'm motivated to do because I love my kids. And then actually some of those experiences are really fun, you know? So, like, we went on, like, a family cycle ride along the canal for one of the like a half-term council run activity
Nice
thing, and I loved that, and it's made me get a second-hand bike myself and like having lessons to get me riding on confident
That's so
riding on roads,
nice.
because I haven't really ridden a bike as an adult much, and I feel like that's all. If I hadn't put myself out of my comfort zone for my kids, then I wouldn't have.
You wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have. I wouldn't
That's
have
nice.
known how great it felt to ride a bike again as an adult, to like have the wind in my hair, and I loved that so much.
I've certainly done the same with them. I mean, Evie's very young at the moment, but with my stepkids, I've definitely like done that, kind of done things so that I can do activities with them that I wouldn't necessarily have done, and then have found that I've really enjoyed doing.
And so often parenting's looked at as well. It's like when you have children, it's looked at there's this point in your life at which various things stop, and like all those kind of that negative connotation of
Like you're giving up the fun
You're
things.
giving
You're
up
not getting
things.
to now do fun things.
Yeah,
Because like I get to go
and
on
it's an
drop
evolution.
slides now.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can go to soft play areas, and oh no, I have to go in there because my kid's in there.
Are you scared?
Oh,
Do you want me to
no.
go down with you? I'll come down with you.
But I didn't
No,
answer.
Mum.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
coming anyway.
But it's an evolution of your life instead of a destruction of it.
Yeah.
It's a chance to learn different things, and imagine only with neurodivergence that's only kind of increased in various different ways, because in your children you see things reflected back onto yourself, and
See bits of you in there.
yeah. And so I wonder, have either of you found that sorry, that catapulted me.
It did catapult.
Whee!
Move back closer to the mic.
Have either of you found that in having your kids, since you found out about your neurodivergence, seeing things in them has helped you notice things about yourself in terms of neurodivergence, so their behaviour?
I certainly have.
Mm.
And I think it's helped me be more sensitive to her needs. So, I mean, I will look up the proper statistic on it, but the chances are if both of their parents are neurodivergent, they're going to be neurodivergent. I'm autistic. My husband's got ADHD. And I notice things in my daughter that even if it's not a neurodivergent, I think it's helpful for her as a baby. So I'll notice the particular textures that she's turning her away from a food, or with her it is a lot to do with texture, and it always was with me when I was a child. And she'll hold up her hands and go, yuck, and I'll be like, oh, I know exactly what you mean, I'll get that off your hand immediately, before she gets upset. So I think it helps me see things before she gets upset about them, because I would feel awful about them.
Yeah, I think I have quite an intuitive understanding with my kids. I feel like it's easy to empathise with them, and I feel like it's I recognise some aspects in them, I guess. Like, we're very different people, obviously, but sometimes I'm like, yes, like I react that way too. I can imagine what your internal experience of this is like, and I think it helps me be more patient, or to know what they need in that moment, maybe. But it's made me, I think maybe what you were asking about was how it's made us see us differently, because I think I look at my 5-year-old and
that's why my brain was like, I haven't got 3 mouths, I'm trying to go get one.
I look at my 5-year-old and some of her mannerisms are like things I did when I was a kid. Like she really likes really tight squeezy hugs, and she grits her teeth really. She's like aggressively affectionate. And I was so like that, and my family still make fun of me for gritting my teeth sometimes. And it's funny how those quirks that seem like really specific mannerisms, I was like, oh, that's probably an autistic thing. Like, she's autistic, I'm autistic. Like, things that basically I thought I was an individual with my own personality, and now I have a little clone of myself, and I'm like, wow.
I'm not unique.
Just some of the really specific mannerisms it's really funny to see that, and helps me feel like less of a like fake autistic, like the
Yep,
weird imposter
yep.
syndrome thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, we're so similar, but it's so easy for me to see that neurodivergence in her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah.
slightly removed from. It's like, well, like say, a little clone of yourself, but being able to watch yourself from a distance, going, wait, that's I can see. Yeah, you're autistic. Wow, yeah, just the way you intro the world. God.
But there's so much joy in seeing them thrive, being supported, and having the increased understanding that we have now that just wasn't there.
Yeah.
when we were kids.
You reckon that you're going back to something we talked about in your other half of the conversation, that your late diagnosis has kind of there's an amount of processing of kind of that grief that you get with late diagnosis because of obviously us late diagnosed people didn't have that support
Like
and
how
stuff
yours could
for
have been.
kids, and you can see, do you reckon, is there a correlation between the two? Have you noticed within yourself any kind of links, or do you think there could be as she goes through, or as both of them go through
You mean, does it
different
sort of
things?
trigger stuff in me when...
Yeah, in different ways, and kind of saying, like you were saying, it was nice to see. It's been nice to see various things.
Yeah, like you think it could be
That
a
it
bit
can
painful as
be-
well, kind of thing.
Yeah, all the different emotions of the human.
Yeah, I do. It's complicated, isn't it? I think the most important thing for me is, like, what's mine and what's hers, kind of thing. Like, being connected with them, but just being like through that process, being like, what's my stuff? What's me reacting to this because of how things were when I was growing up, and then
Yeah.
not being this understanding.
Project.
And what does she need in this situation that she's reacting to in her way as an individual, not assuming her experience is the same as mine, but using it to inform the way I approach her. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
So I
really,
think
really
just
good
just
distinction.
being really clear on, if something's difficult for me, kind of dealing with that separately from how I support her through it.
Yeah.
I guess just being really aware about it,
Yeah, and those
because it
different
can be a bit
aspects.
muddy. Yeah.
There can, because I sort of do the same thing. I look at her and how she's reacting to something, and I try and, like, she's just a baby, she's like 1.5, so she's reacting as a baby, but I feel like my reactions to things, because they can be very extreme, are quite similar to some of hers. And so I try and use I was going to say weird reactions, but it's not weird. My neurodivergent reactions to stuff to try and inform looking after her as a child where everything's new. But while trying to separate out, like, she might be doing something that she loves, and I try and stop her from doing it because I think that she'll hate it. And I have to separate out those two things just because I'd hate it. So Evie loves a banana. She loves a nana. Nana, 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 nana. And she likes to have 2 bits in her hand at once, so she can be like Henry VIII, just shoving stuff in her face. But that means that you end up with this wet bit of banana that she then just gives to me and puts in my hand, and banana's my worst nightmare.
Oh no!
And I have to not freak out and just sort of like go to the bin holding my hand as far away from me as possible, going, it's fine, it's okay,
There's
it's
so
okay,
much
it's okay,
gross
it's okay.
stuff that I've done as a parent, like just picking up vomit with my hands. Like things that I would never have thought I could
Never thought
cope
possible.
with
Yeah.
on a sensory level, and you just finding myself cracking on with it.
Even with that extra
surprising
level of sensory kind of processing stuff that comes with if you've got sensory things.
Like,
It's
I'm
like,
watching
what's
myself
extra
doing it
level?
and going
No,
like,
exactly, yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we spend a lot of our lives being like, well, society says I have to do things this way, and we're breaking out of that and unmasking and stuff. But when you're looking after a child, you've got to do those things, no matter
like
how much.
inevitably your needs take a back seat in that situation.
But then,
Instinct.
like we say, it's really important to put your own gas mask on. So it's important to
Pick up your own vomit first.
pick up your own vomit first.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, this needs
This is
like
a new analogy.
a content note for...
Clear your own vomit first. But like just getting like even 10 minutes away, and just being, hey, can you sit with her for 10 minutes? You won't have to change a nappy or anything. Just stay there. That's not me imaginary talking to my husband, because he does all of the stuff, and he's quite frankly amazing and wonderful. But yeah, it is a case of like you have to sort of suck it up a bit, but also still look after your needs, and it's quite a tricky old thing.
Yeah, like what support do you need so that you can keep managing to do that?
Yeah.
What support do you need around the situation, I guess?
Respecting your energy and needs enough as a resource and an important thing. So yeah.
So I guess the thing to kind of take away from this chat is the importance of recognizing your needs as a parent, because if you recognize those, you are better equipped to help your little ones.
Yeah.
And they'll learn from you and you'll learn from them. Lovely.
I've learned a lot.
I could carry on talking about this for ages.
I don't feel like it was as rampy as it could have been.
That's brilliant.
No, it was fairly gentle.
Brilliant.
Well, thank you for coming in again, Mark.
Thanks
very much. If anyone has any questions or wants to make any comments or tell us about your life as a neurodivergent parent, don't forget to comment on any of the posts or on the YouTube video or the podcast. Like and subscribe.
Okay, folks, that's it for this episode. Follow us on Instagram at life.inthemind. Our other socials are linked in the bio. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Bye.